Good morning, guys. Give me just 1 minute. We're going to go ahead and get started on the pre-market watch list. Alright, guys, so I do want to make this kind of quick this morning since we only have about 10 minutes until the market opens. But alright, guys, let's go ahead and get started. As you guys can see, if you're looking at my main screen right now, so far this morning, the main stocks I'm watching is definitely EXPR. We have a decent move so far in pre-market on EXPR. Pretty nice extension. I might actually be interested in a short on this one on EXPR at some point today. So I'm going to be watching that one pretty closely here going into the market open. Sorry guys, just give me 1 second. I forgot to sign into something. But yeah, as you guys can see, EXPR, PHVS are basically my top two this morning. We do have SMMT that's really been in play for the last couple of days, and a few others. So I'll go over all of these. Just give me one moment. Alright, there we go. Looks like we're good to go. So just a heads up, if you are watching on the YouTube public scanner, there is a slight delay. So today I am doing a live video, so you can go to our channel, go ahead and tune in to our other live video that I'm streaming right now. And you guys will be able to see my charts and everything like that. So if you guys can, go ahead and pull that up. But basically, these are my top stocks right now. PHVS has a pretty nice gap. EXPR, SMMT. I'll start off with SMMT since this was the first one on my watch list from last night. Basically, if we can reclaim above like $2.80 to $3 with a lot of support, if we reclaim above that level and really start to build back up, I'll definitely keep an open bias again today, just like I did yesterday. We ended up reclaiming this 220 and getting a really nice breakout later in the day. So I did end up taking some scalps on this yesterday on the long side. But, you know, as you can see, we are under 280. So right now I am leaning a little bit more towards the short side. But just keep in mind, if we reclaim 280, that's when I'd start to keep an open bias. So I definitely want to see how SMMT reacts after the open. We had a few on the secondary list that I'll be watching on the side. Tour, BKSY, BYND. Just a few that I'm watching on the side. And then let's just go over the gappers just one more time. So PHVS, when I look at the daily on this one, it's a pretty beaten up daily, so I feel like it could run higher. So far, it topped out right at this 460 level, and then it pulled back. So 420 is going to be kind of the key level here for me. I want to see how it reacts towards the open. If 420 holds with a lot of support, maybe even dips down and then reclaims 420, then I'd keep an open bias on this one. So we'll see how this one reacts after the open, and we'll kind of go from there. But for right now, I do have an open bias, just depending on how we react to this 420 level that we're currently trying to hold. And then, like I was saying earlier, EXPR is another main watch. So right now, $2 is trying to hold. It did make a pretty nice move though already. All the way from the low ones to $2. I still want to keep an open bias on it for now. On EXPR, I feel like it could potentially break out higher. We have some resistance towards 250s, 260s, towards $3. We have a lot of resistance, so I would prefer this to break out higher and get really extended for the short. So far, I do have an open bias since we're holding $2. We might try to flag and break out higher. But once again, it all depends how we react after the market opens. So we got about 4 minutes left on these ones. Let's just see if there's anything else worth mentioning. There was MOMO. It's not doing much at the moment, just pretty much trading sideways. Let me also just check to see if there's any large caps that might be gapping up. So we have CIEN, which has a little gap up. RXDX. Yeah, so there's really not too much to go over on that side. Looks like SPY's getting a little bounce there as well. But yeah, guys, I think I pretty much went over everything that I'm watching at the moment. So really the top three comes down to SMMT, which I'm short biased on today unless we reclaim 280s. PHVS, I want to watch the reaction off this 420 level after the open. And then same with EXPR, $2. I'm hoping this one breaks out higher, gets extended and sets up for a short. There's probably some longs risking off of like this 195 area for this long here. But for me, it made a pretty big move already, so I'm probably just going to end up waiting for the short if it does set up. So that's kind of my plan for now. I'll be sure to let you guys know if anything else pops up on the scans. For those interested in the private Discord, it's kind of similar to this. You'll get my commentary in the mornings, my morning watch list, and nighttime watch lists, along with my commentary and alerts. So there's a lot more stuff in there that you guys can look for on our website. It shows everything that's included. But I just wanted to let you guys know we are having a yearly membership sale pretty soon. So just stay tuned for that. I'll be posting that information pretty soon in the public Discord and the private Discord. But yeah, guys, we have about 1 minute until the market opens. Alright guys, so hopefully that little pre-market watch list helped you guys out. I'll be sure to let you guys know if anything pops up. And if you guys have any questions for me, just let me know in the YouTube live comments. Really nice pop there on MOMO. We also have rent popping over 160. So far, kind of a heavy open there on PHVS. We'll see how it reacts to $4. Nice breakout on RENT, right to those pre-market highs. Nice little reclaim there on SMMT, pushing right above that key level that I mentioned in pre-market 280s. Looks like we have SPY pretty heavy as well this after the open here. PHVS pretty heavy still. Same with EXPR. Alright guys, so I am watching EXPR and PHVS. We're kind of pushing over those key levels that I mentioned. So for PHVS, 420 is the key level, and EXPR, I would say around $2 here. SMMT is still trying to push as well. Alright guys, so decent push there off of that 420 level on PHVS. I actually ended up scalping some right there. Um, we'll see if we get continuation. Hopefully this 440 can hold and we can break that pre-market high. EXPR might try to break out as well. Alright guys, so kind of a rejection there on PHVS. I would be cautious on this one for now. We'll see if it can continue to hold 420 though. And EXPR is still just trading sideways above 2. KWE is also kind of interesting. It's curling up above VWAP here. Hopefully this one gets some bigger volume and possibly breaks out later on. KWE. Tour, pretty nice move as well. Alright guys, so just a heads up, we do have a halt on SMMT, which should open pretty soon. KWE is also trying to pop here. EXPR still pretty much sideways above 2. And hopefully some of you caught this PHVS breakout. We got a solid move to 5 earlier. But pretty heavy at the moment, pulling right back to that support. Alright, so SMMT is open from that halt. We're getting a push here to 320s. Today is actually the first day, at least for my broker, that this one's not easy to borrow. There's probably still a lot of shorts, obviously, still stuck in this though. We have a big level on the daily chart as well on SMMT right at that 350 level. And then above 350, we basically have a gap all the way to like 440s. So we do have a gap on the daily chart. PHVS, really nice fade off the highs. All right, guys. So basically at this point, EXPR, is feeling heavy. It's starting to break down. We're probably gonna see this fade down uh to 160, 150 area later on. If it stays heavy. I am also watching RENT. This one's holding up pretty well so far above the pre-market highs. So for RENT, we'll see if we get a breakout towards $2. I'm watching this one. PHVS, still short biased on this one. I feel like it probably needs to trade sideways for a while. But we'll probably see this one start to fade towards 380, 350s later on. Would be my guess on PHVS. Unless we get some type of big recovery over 450 somehow. But I think it's more likely to fade lower. I think EXPR is more likely to fade lower as well. When it comes down to SMMT, I kind of still have an open bias. It's been really putting up a fight. So if this holds 3 and then curls back up, I'd still keep an open bias on SMMT. But for now, we did make a pretty big move there. Alright guys, I hope that my morning live stream kind of helped you guys out to focus, on the right stocks that are in play. We had some really good opportunities this morning on PHVS. Once we reclaimed that 420 level, it gave a really nice breakout along with the short setup if you were able to get borrows on that or shares to short. So that was a really good opportunity today for some small caps. EXPR, I'm actually short in this one right now from this 194 entry. So obviously it's looking good right now. I did take a stab at it at the open, ended up cutting it for a small loss, and then I took another stab here. So if this ends up fading to like 150s, it's going to be a pretty nice win for me on EXPR, even with that first cut. But we'll have to see what happens. I feel like there's a good chance I'm going to get those targets later. But for now, I'll be patient. If it bounces off 180 and starts to reclaim 2, then obviously, that's going to be very annoying. I'll probably end up stopping out around here. But for right now, it's not looking bad. So I have some hope there. PHVS was a huge miss for me on the short. I did get a little scalp on the long, but I did miss this big move here. I was going to re-enter after this pullback, and I just got a little bit distracted with something else. But That ended up breaking out really nicely. SMMT, above 280. 280 was the key level that I mentioned in pre-market. You guys saw what happened when we broke above that. Pulled back into that level and pretty much held that 280 level. So that was not a bad signal if you were watching that very closely and you were just aware of the key levels that you want to be paying attention to. And for me, that was around the 280 to $3 was kind of the level that I mentioned, this area right here. So you can see we bounced off 3. So I wouldn't rule this one out. I feel like, shorts are really trapped. And it might even squeeze higher. You never know on SMMT. So guys, I think I pretty much went over all the main stuff that I'm watching. We do have BIVI on the scans right now. This is actually one that I was watching yesterday, but I didn't end up trading it. So that one ended up reclaiming above $6, which was the key level from yesterday where all this volume was traded around this 590. So, once we pop over that key level from yesterday, we got a really nice squeeze on BIVI. So that's a good example of a day 1 move and then day 2 breakout. This is actually something that we see a lot. Rent hopefully gives us a really nice move as well. But anyways, guys, I'm going to close the stream for now. I might be on tomorrow morning. If not, our other moderator will be on. Star will take over. And yeah, guys, if you have any questions, feel free to reach out. We have a public Discord where you guys can ask stuff. It's free. You can send me messages and things like that. And we also have a private Discord. If you guys want to join that, we have a website for that where you can join. And that includes the watch list, the alerts, and basically everything you guys saw today. So hopefully that helped you guys out. And I hope you guys have a great rest of your day.